As the first anniversary of school closings due to the coronavirus outbreak passes, many districts have learned to adapt to the pandemic. Virtual competitions are now the norm instead of in-person events. JCHS's speech and debate coach, Jordan Hart, was concerned how virtual competitions might affect student motivation.
It's really sucked the motivation out of a lot of students, and I am worried that our activity is in jeopardy because of that, because so much of what we teach is teaching students how to, engage people face to face and how to present themselves. And when you don't have, a live audience reaction, it's really hard for those skills to be taught.
With virtual competitions becoming more common, students are finding new ways to meet the challenges.
It's really, the students have to learn how to capture the attention of their audience, even though their judge is sitting behind a computer screen. And so they've had to, pretend that they're in front of them, and they have to bring energy level more than they've ever brought. And so I think that that's one of the biggest things that the students have had to really adjust with, is how to think about their events differently.
Virtual competitions have definitely been really weird, and it takes a lot of adapting to do so. But aside from obvious things like I'm now better with technology, it just teaches you a lot of problem-solving skills and critical thinking and trying to adapt quickly, like I said, whenever something goes horribly awry right in the middle of an important round.
According to organizers at the Missouri State High School Activities Association, otherwise known as MSHA, the new organization of competitions aren't just new for the students, but they are new to the judges as well.
Well, in speech and debate, obviously, now, instead of making sure we have a judge or judges seated in a room watching, they've got to have internet access. They have to have a computer. They have to be able to have a good internet connection. And there's challenges in that way in setting all that up.
And for music, but we're also instructing our judges to really be a little more sensitive to what we're going through this year, what the kids have gone through this year. They're not seeing their teachers every day, so there has to be a little bit of flexibility in the judging process.
With virtual competitions becoming more common, students are finding new ways to meet the challenges.
We don't have to go up in front of a big group of people like we usually would have if we would have done regular contests, which causes stress on some of the people who haven't done it before.
So with virtual competitions, it's much easier for more people to compete, obviously because everything's online, there's no travel, so it includes more people to compete.
I've found myself focusing more on the person than focusing on the actual competitions. Students are also focusing more on themselves and just finding the reasons why they are doing it, rather than focusing on winning. They're focusing on let's just enjoy the moment, and that makes a huge difference.
As the pandemic continues, schools will continue to adapt to keep their students safe and engaged in the educational process. I'm Grayson Smith, reporting for Nicholls Student News, with videographers Brandon Allen and Morgan Day.